Mary Lucking, and I worked on 3 stops around the Gammage Curve. It's at 11th Avenue and Mill Avenue, 9th Avenue and Mill Avenue, and Apache and College. The station art was developed by meeting with a bunch of people who live in the neighborhoods, and they talked about how much they love their neighborhoods and the historic nature of them, and also just all the different stuff that happens in these neighborhoods. They're really dense and active places. So I thought that for the stations, what I wanted to do was create the maximum amount of delight and interest, kind of reflect that density of energy and life and interesting stuff happening. So the art are these cut metal screens with little creatures and people in them. It's made me realize how nice it is to work with my hands as part of the public art making process. That a lot of my projects deal with a lot of working on the computer and designing things that are fabricated by other people. And on this project, working with my hands, I think there's something, it's fun to work with clay, but I think that also translates into it being a fun piece, because I think when people see these things, they're obviously made with their hands. There's a level of detail you can get with sculpted pieces that's communicated to people who see them. So I think it's both rewarding to make, and I think it's also more rewarding to see. So it's made me want to do more projects like this in the future. The piece represents actual houses in the neighborhood. So every single house on there is an actual house that is in the neighborhood. So I think, over time, these neighborhoods are historic, so there's not going to be a whole lot of change. In a way, it's kind of a playful snapshot of what the neighborhood is in 2021. But hopefully, because these neighborhoods care about keeping the history going, they'll actually reflect the neighborhood in 50 years and farther along too. I had more fun on this project than I had on maybe any of my other projects. It was really fun to get to meet the people in the neighborhoods and hear how enthusiastic they were about what the place they lived. That's always a really nice thing. And then it was just really fun to make the little clay guys. The idea, I tasked myself with making things out of noodles and balls, kind of making them look a little bit like clay things you make in kindergarten, except hopefully a little bit better. So there's kind of a relaxed playfulness of all the designs. And it was just really fun to make all the little critters.